Hello and welcome to Reality TV News Update, where you'll find the most recent news, entertaining moments, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Fans knew Ava Misreads would be one of the season's most talked-about house guests right from the start of Big Brother 27. With her soft-spoken voice, new-age vocabulary, and claims of having the gift to read people's auras, she stood out instantly among the louder, more strategic contestants. But while Ava believed her unique ability would give her an edge in the high-stakes social experiment, it didn't take long for her plan to backfire spectacularly. The house is entered by the aura reader. Ava, a yoga instructor from Santa Fe, New Mexico, who is 29 years old, entered the Big Brother house confident and calm. She told host Julie Chan Moonves in her preseason interview that her intuition and aura reading abilities would help her navigate the game's complex social dynamics. Ava stated, "Everyone gives off energy. I will always be one step ahead if I can feel who is genuine and who is fake. I have intuition, so alliances are unnecessary for me." Fans online had mixed reactions to that statement alone. Some people admired her grounded, spiritual persona and hoped that she would bring a refreshing energy to Big Brother's chaos. Others worried that her energy reading strategy might be too abstract for a game built on deception, manipulation, and competition. Once the live feeds turned on, Ava wasted no time putting her gift to the test, with mixed results from the start. Reading the room literally. In the first few days, Ava began doing what she called energy checks on her fellow house guests. She'd sit with them, gaze thoughtfully, and announce what color she believed their aura was. She said to Brooklyn James, another house guest, "Brooklyn, you're definitely a golden aura. This indicates that you radiate radiance and attract attention, but it also means you crave validation, and that can get dangerous in here." Brooklyn laughed politely, but later told Vince on the feeds, "I don't know if she's reading my aura or just reading me." Ava's comments, well, not malicious, quickly made some contestants wary. She was fascinating to some, but when she would enter a room and say that someone's aura was off, some people started to feel uneasy. Kiana joked one night during a group chat, "If Ava says my aura is purple one more time, I'm going to start wearing all black to mess with her readings." Still, Ava believed she was onto something. She told the cameras that she was mapping out the house based on energetic compatibility, as she put it. She claimed she sensed deception coming from certain players, including Morgan Pope and Ashley, two fan favorites, and decided to steer clear of their energy. Unfortunately, that decision would prove to be her undoing. The first misread. During the first week, Ava misjudged one of the most important social bonds in the house, the alliance forming between Morgan, Vince, and Brooklyn. Ava believed the trio's energy was unstable, saying in a diary room segment, "I feel like something's off with them. Maybe they're clashing, maybe they're just confused. They won't last very long, I don't think." However, while Ava stayed away from the alliance, the three quickly became stronger. Meanwhile, Ava's isolation grew more obvious. By the second week, when alliances were forming fast, Ava was one of the few players not looped into any major group. Several house guests admitted that, while they liked her personally, they didn't feel they could strategize with someone who talked about vibrational alignment instead of votes and nominations. Worse still, Ava's aura readings started to make her suspicious not just of her targets, but also of herself. When she told Ashley that her aura had darkened since the competition, Ashley vented to Kiana later that night. "She basically told me my aura is evil. Like, what's the point of that at all? I'm just tired from the HOH comp." The backlash builds. The tipping point came during week 3 when Ava accused another house guest, Jimmy, of lying based solely on his aura shift. She confronted him in front of several others, saying, "Your energy is very red right now. That portrays dishonesty and aggression. You seem to be concealing something to me." Jimmy, known for his fiery temper, didn't take the comment lightly. "You don't need to psychoanalyze me with your crystal ball," he shot back. "This is Big Brother, not Hogwarts." The exchange went viral on social media, with fans debating whether Ava's approach was quirky and authentic or just plain awkward. Clips of her explaining aura colors and her housemates' baffled reactions circulated widely on TikTok and Twitter, now X. One fan wrote,
Every season has that one player who thinks they can read everyone, but this girl literally thinks she's psychic. Others defended her, arguing that Ava's spiritual style was being misunderstood. One fan posted, "She's just different. They don't get her. She's in a house full of egos. Of course, they'll mock her energy talk." Still, in the Big Brother house, perception is reality, and Ava's energy talk had turned her into a social outcast. The spiral. By the middle of week 4, Ava's confidence began to crack. Her aura readings became more erratic, and her calm demeanor gave way to frustration. "I don't understand why they're so closed off. I'm trying to help people align and protect themselves from toxic energy, but they think I'm the toxic one." Her isolation deepened after she refused to join a group meeting about strategy, insisting she needed to cleanse the house energy first. The move left her teammates scrambling and painted her as unreliable. Morgan summed up the group's sentiment in one conversation. "I like Ava, but she's just not playing the game. She's living in her own little crystal universe." The nomination and fallout. When head of household Vance won power in week 5, fans hoped he might throw Ava a lifeline. But in a surprising turn, Vance nominated her for eviction, citing social disconnect as the reason. "I respect your vibe," he told her in his speech, "but I think your energy's been confusing people. I have to do what's best for my game." Ava nodded gracefully, but later broke down in the diary room. "He's not wrong," she said. "I tried to use my intuition as a weapon, but maybe intuition can't save you in a house built on manipulation." Ava delivered one of the most moving speeches of the season on eviction night, praising the house for teaching her that human energy is unpredictable, and that's okay. She was evicted in an 8-2 vote. Reaction of fans to the expulsion. Once she left the house, Ava became a polarizing figure online. Some fans celebrated her as one of the most unique house guests in recent memory, someone who brought genuine spirituality into a cutthroat game. Others called her strategy the biggest flop of BB27. One user joked on X, "Ava tried to play Big Brother with chakras and vibes, girl. You needed alliances, not amethysts." Nonetheless, Ava's interview with Julie Chen Moonves at the end of her run showed her self-awareness and charm. She admitted that her aura reading strategy might not have been practical for a game based on deception, but said she wouldn't have changed who she was. "I came here to play authentically," Ava told Julie, "and even though my readings didn't help me win, they helped me see people for who they really are. Sometimes the universe just gives you lessons, not victories." Julie smiled and responded, "Well, you certainly gave us one of the most colorful stories of the season, in more ways than one." Lessons from Ava's adventure in the aura. The journey of Ava became a case study for viewers of Big Brother who enjoy analyzing strategy. Despite the fact that her strategy didn't work out, it showed a fascinating fact. Every player brings a piece of their real-world identity into the game, no matter how unconventional it is. For Ava, that meant trusting her intuition even when it worked against her. Several former house guests have since praised her for being unapologetically herself. Tiffany Mitchell, a BB alumni, wrote in a tweet, "Not everyone is meant to lie and manipulate. Ava stayed true to her spirit, and I respect that. People get hurt in this house, but she kept her composure." On the other hand, Ava has leaned into her public image since the show. On Instagram, she shared clips of meditation sessions, reflections about her time in the house, and even a few lighthearted memes about her failed aura reads. In one viral post, she joked, "Turns out I can read auras, just not strategy." What's next for Ava? Since leaving Big Brother 27, Ava has hinted at starting a podcast called The Aura Room, where she plans to interview reality TV contestants about their emotional energy and how fame affects their spiritual balance. She's also teased an upcoming partnership with a wellness brand, showing that while her Big Brother journey didn't end in victory, it did open new doors. As for whether she'd ever return for an all-star season, she told Entertainment Weekly, "Maybe, but next time I'll bring crystals and a strategy." Final thoughts on Ava Monroe's Big Brother story. Ava Monroe's Big Brother story might not have ended with the $750,000 prize, but it added a rare flavor of mysticism and sincerity to a show that thrives on drama and deceit. Her secret weapon, reading auras, may have missed the mark, but her presence reminded viewers that in a house full of lies, sometimes the most radical move is to tell your truth. And as Julie Chen might say, Ava's light might have dimmed in the Big Brother house, but outside those walls, her energy still shines bright.